Your awakening message begins now. So open your soul. Maybe Thez is for you. Welcome, dear readers. Ones are rapidly shifting into new levels of awareness, while others previously unaware or uninterested in truth become a lot of receptive to examining universal beliefs that result everyone's life. You who already apprehend who and what are leading the manna. You're the sunshine for those prepared for a lot of, however, who stay unaware of specifically what it's they seek. You wish not actively protest or have interaction in outer actions unless guided. Your work as manna showers is to carry the light of truth at intervals at all times, carrying it with you into whatever things you expertise or become tuned into. The light of an awakened awareness mechanically flows while not conscious thought in and as sorts of love incidental each word and action. It should merely be the act of necking a dog, or giving words of comfort to a different, however, is usually merely bearing silent witness to truth once within the inside of or perceptive discord. You now not have to be compelled to be actively concerned in third-dimensional discord. Avoid intense looking and paying attention to the news or gossip. Bear in mind of what's happening, however don't immerse yourself in it. After you feed consciousness with negativity and issues, you align with the energy of them that then begin to manifest as judgment, criticism, and alternative creations in and of the three-dimensional belief system, all the items that you just are operating to clear. Everything is energy, and since there's only one energy, no matter you energetically align with, you automatically draw to you as a result of everything is usually seeking oneness, law of attraction. Those that attain a high level of spiritual consciousness discover that their lives become more and more harmonious on all levels as a result of their consciousness of identicalness begins to mechanically specific the harmony, balance, safety, abundance, and completeness etc. embodied at intervals it. However, it usually happens that a person can like better to settle for and attain a consciousness of oneness, however exclude one or a lot of divine qualities from that identicalness. Example, I am whole and complete in each manner, however I ne'er have enough cash. Remember, consciousness is usually expressing itself, and as long as any false belief could be a part of one's consciousness, it'll still manifest. An earned consciousness of divine harmony and wholeness can manifest externally in normal and sensible ways in which, example, being drawn to a specific ad within the phone book or notice on a board for a required service, or a devotee recommending a business or a product that's good for a project you wish to do. If you permit your intuition to guide you, your consciousness of wholeness and harmony can draw to you the proper professional person, doctor, plumber, etc., those in alignment with you. Mind interprets an evolved state of consciousness in sensible daily forms an individual will relate to. Spiritual living is extremely sensible, far more so than living from the creations of duality and separation, which can perpetually manifest in sorts of each sensible and dangerous. We would like to talk of compunction. Compunction is that the act of passing negative judgment on self with relevance past action or actions from the angle of a special, usually higher awareness than that was in situ at the time of the action or actions. Compunction is an illusion created from energies of separation belief and never has or ever will mirror the truth of somebody. Many of you are experiencing compunction and guilt as you re-examine your lives within the light weight of upper awareness. All actions and choices mirror the earned level of consciousness gift at the time of the action. Apprehend that something you probably did within the past currently inflicting compunction was merely reflective of an earlier state of consciousness. If you hadn't evolved on the far side you wouldn't even be questioning the past action, you'd merely contemplate it to be right. Evolution involves the clearing of now not relevant energies of a lower resonance. Higher frequencies of sunshine expose previous energies still active in cellular memory, inflicting them to surface on one or a lot of levels, physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. This permits you to become tuned into the actual belief underlying some negative past action. Use this insight to look at, replace the belief with truth, release it, and progress while not more indulgence in guilt and compunction. This can be however the clearing method works. A person is barely capable of living from their earned level of consciousness. Several pretend to possess an evolved state of consciousness, however sooner or later the truth can specific and expose itself. An example of this can be the rampant psychological, sexual, and physical abuse of ladies and children that has taken place in organizations through people that promote themselves as being in spiritual and tender service. Remorse reflects the belief that one has failed, done one thing inexcusable, and is thus not worthy of affection. Consciously or unconsciously believing self to be unlovable is the thrust behind the actions of these who act enter violent ways in which the energetic resonance of this belief is unknowingly carried from time period to time period within the cellular memory of a person until cleared. Remorse will lock a person into the idea that they're unfit of happiness or love, and since everyone is a creator, they still will produce things that reinforce this false belief. They welcome hardship and emotional suffering, even seeking it as a result of they believe that they merit it. Many project their emotion of self onto others as a method of relief. I can show them I'm sturdy. I will build them respect, fear me. Others use drugs or alcohol to ease the inner pain of feeling intense separation. The soul is usually seeking oneness, however most as of yet don't perceive this. This state of consciousness creates a vicious circle of three-dimensional experiences which will continue as long as energetically fed. Programs that foster self-esteem each in or out of prisons serve to start healing the broken hearts of the many who commit violent crimes. A superb example is prison programs that pair homeless dogs needing love and coaching with prisoners. The ensuing partnership is usually the very initial time an unfortunate person has ever expressed or felt love. If or once guilt surfaces, keep in mind that each person has guides, teachers, and incarnates with a contract that they themselves wrote concerning what they were selecting to expertise and learn. Your actions may very well are a district of some karmic or learning method required by each. Negative past actions never hurt or result the truth of the opposite, however do result you. On a sensible level, you'll apologize whether the person is on this facet of the veil or the opposite. Send light and see their light through consciously acknowledging the divinity of the person or persons concerned together with self. Be intuitively guided on what if any, actions are required. You'll be guided to simply do nothing on an outer level, however to do much on the inner. Learning to like self comes through knowing that self is self. A consciousness of oneness will ne'er be earned if self is unnoticed of the one. It's easy to hate self once one's belief system relies in three-dimensional ideas of however one should look, be, or act so as to be acceptable or lovable. This can be merely previous programming that you just have long ago moved beyond. Allow all remaining remnants of it to dissolve into the nothingness that it's. Choosing to spiritually evolve on Earth in three-dimensional energy permits for a tough however intensely valuable biological process. Begin to know that essentially there are no accidents, mistakes, or victims particularly throughout these powerful times of energetic ascension. Acknowledge the spiritual concepts that underlay everything you see, hear, taste, touch, or smell. This is however you learn to check beyond appearances and is why you selected and were allowed to get on Earth at now. With love, respect, and recognition. We are the Arcturian group. Share our messages, dude. I will provide a daily angelic guidance number love, and angelic blessing. Send of the message. Watch your channel, Awakening People. Previous videos for a universal understanding. Subscribers will be updated with the latest articles and informations. Leave your suggestions in the field below. All the love to you, beautiful souls. And we are proud of you as viewers, and of your support for your channel, all for awakening people. And please support us to develop our work.